They do pick up the death profit for themselves on TNC side, so they've got some good push early on to buy space for the Void. They have some ways of really maximizing that Chronosphere.
Well, Alacrity getting low, although he's man fighting Armel. Armel doesn't really have mana, but he does have sick charges, and he might turn around for the Crypt Swarm, though Armel will not. Alacrity very, very low in that mid lane, and it looks like he'd rather just leave Alacrity there, although that was a close call from Armel. Almost finds it, but a nice little backstep there from Alacrity, and he will buy himself a healing salve. And meanwhile, bot lane, looks like Luck was kind of just left alone, and KP will capitalize and will pick up the first blood on the Ogre.
Yeah, it's a really good move from TNC. Armel definitely playing around that cooldown quite well. We don't see a lot of teams that maximize their spell usage like that, especially in here like DP, but TNC is one of those teams that consistently apply pressure when Exorcism's up, when Chrono's up, so they definitely are doing it quite nice.
Gabby in trouble, although no, he gets a time walk off. Ancient Seal was not long enough, and he barely gets the wand off in time. Meanwhile, Armel ends up finding another kill onto Nuts. They will bloodlust him away, although the toss, it will not make it. Alacrity still chasing with the Haste Rune, and they miss the LSA. They'll find Armel, and that's a massive kill to get, although Alacrity may have traded his own life away for this, though no. Tosses KP back, still LSA does land. They have a Fire Blast, but he is fairly tanky on the Tiny. In fact, he might just turn around with the Avalanche, and yeah, Luck, he haunts it, and a double Avalanche comes out. Nuts is coming in as well with the Brain Sap. It's not enough to find Tim's quite yet, but he is still chasing. Luck, can he find it? Toss is there. It's not enough. The Raindrop blocks a lot of magic damage, and Tim's wasting a lot of time here, though the tree toss will be enough. They will finally find the kill, and Alacrity making those rotations, trying to help the Spectre out a bit. And looks like KYXY is just going to go straight into the Spirit Vessel, which is perfectly fair enough, especially while you're going up against a DP and Ogre. Although, speaking of that Ogre, Alacrity gets stunned up though. Nice Avalanche toss, takes down Gabby straight away. And now KP falling low though, Armel. He's popped the ultimate. KYXY being slowed just a bit by that Spirit Siphon. Is it going to be enough though? The Fire Blast comes out, but KYXY, he is still perfectly fine. Mid lane, again, has the Chrono, has an Invis Rune if he wants to go for this. He may not even need the Chrono. Hustler is not the tankiest. In fact,
what?
My, that is not the Chrono you wanted. Still, they should be able to find this kill, though there are TPs coming in, and now the Ancient Seal Mystic Flare. It's a lot of damage on Gabby. He doesn't have Time Walk available, and he does go down. Avalanche doesn't really connect, but now Armel gonna be in trouble. The X-Back as well, although KYXY, he moved pretty forward. They'll burst in that fact, no. The boat run keeps him alive. Now Tim's could be in trouble as Alacrity is gonna chase, but KP, he'll go after the Kunkka. Avalanche toss is there on Tim's. They'll get the toss off on the Lena, and now KP, he's just gonna run his way out. Nuts still chasing and has the Nightmare in a second, but he is out of range right now. For the side of TNC, just buying them more time, but maybe he even gets out of here. Though he doesn't have a TP available, he will Bloodlust and he'll start chopping his way through the tree line. Nuts, Alacrity, they do find him in the end. He should just be dead, and he is. But John, that Chrono, not the greatest Chrono in the world for the first one of the game.
Decently. He's not too far behind, at the very least, the Ogre Magi, and considering maybe he's just about 1.5k away from first place, it's decent considering how tough that lane was.
Oh, godlike for Alacrity, John. He just picked up the blink. They smoke up straight away, and Gabby just cannot sustain that much damage. Not this early on anyway. In fact, they're running in to try and help out. The smoke is there. Armel, he'll pop the ultimate, but Alacrity is still very scary. That Avalanche, now the boat, it does land on two as well. March is trying his best to slow them down with the Flesh Golem, but Alacrity tosses back. He needs some help here though. Laguna comes in. Everything has been thrown at this Tiny to take him down. And the rest of RR, it looks like they just want to get the hell out of there. No Nuts. He stuck around and committed that Fiend's Grip. It will not be enough to take down anyone on the side of TNC. And TNC do pick up two very nice kills for themselves.
RR has been on the offensive end. They've been the guys smoking up. In fact, they're smoked up once again, and they're just constantly applying this pressure.
I mean, with this Blink Dagger on the Tiny, Armel, They seem to know he's there, and he's just standing there right now, and Horn comes in as well to give vision. Avalanche is there. Toss into Armel as well. He's not quite dead yet. Boat will fly in, and Nightmare on KP will be enough to take him out. Armel's still falling low. Gabby, he has the Chrono available with a double Siphon. It's a lot of damage, but there's the Mystic Flare coming out, and he's actually doing no damage with the right click, so now the Avalanche toss Alacrity. He finds another. March is the only one left there, and it looks like he's going down as well. And it looked pretty good with the Spirit Siphons, but just the right-click damage coming out of Gabby. I mean, he only has Treads and Midas, John. And in fact, they have smoked up. They are going for more, and it looks like they are going to run to an easy Undying kill, although Mel is around the area, and they'd rather that one. And he jumps in, Avalanche is there, toss back as well. Hustler will just destroy him. In fact, Luck's the one who picks up the kill, and now the Haunt straight into the Undying. They'll find a double on Luck on this Spectre, and that is even more bad news for the side of TNC. That would make it even harder for the likes of Gabby to get any work done during the chrono, though. Nice smoke, but Nuts breaks it. He may die for this, though. Nightmare comes out, and they're going to go for a fight. It looks like Reality Rift. They want to take this. Chrono is available, though. This is a very scary team fight for them. Although Fiend's Grip, he committed it. Oh, that is very preemptive, though. Avalanche Loss is there. Armel pops the BKB, survives it. They'll go straight after the Tiny. Nice torrent, though. They'll take down March on the Undying. Meanwhile, Hustler, he'll go down as well. Now the Chrono comes out from Gabby. That's the one they needed. The buybacks are there. They're TPing into the Shrine. Alacrity, he's back in straight after Armel. Can they burst him down? They definitely can. And now KYXY gonna chase after the side of TNC. KP, is he the target? No, they'd rather Gabby, although Gabby will go for the TP play. And no, Rod of Atos will barely not make it for Hustler. And KP will also walk out. And, well,
nice scan.
Okay. It is a very nice scan indeed, but that's just March. He may break the smoke for the side of TNC. Don't forget, DP Ultimate and Chrono is available right now anyway. And March, gonna be a very easy kill, though Gabby will just get the hell out. Immediate TPs, though. Are they gonna try and fight this? Surely not. It's a 4v5 already. They'll use up Alacrity, but here comes the Horde Armel. BKB's up Gabby.
Oh,
he
no.
gets Bean Script through the BKB, and now the boat flies in. Armel still going after the Tiny, but the Invis Rune will save him. They'll go after the Bane instead. Nuts. He goes down. KYXY still fighting Armel. There's the Chrono. It's massive, but where's the damage? They have the DP Ultimate, but it's not doing quite enough. In fact, Hustler throws out the Flare. It won't be enough. The Void may drop here to Alacrity, and does do so. Armel still man fighting the rest of RR.
Ooh.
My goodness. And it looks like TNT may have won, though. No Alacrity. He jumps back in. He finds Armel. They'll fire blast him up, KP. He's going to try and control him as Tim's chasing KYXY March. He'll jump back in with the Flesh Golem and with the Tombstone. KYXY, look how tanky this man is, Sir John. He does go down, but now the Avalanche toss. March may end up dropping. Though no, it looks like they have found Alacrity, and that will be TNC's win. And it just doesn't matter if it's 4v5 apparently. If you land the right Chrono with the Death Prophet Ultimate, John, and it looks like TNC have absolutely no idea that this is actually happening.
Yeah, this is going to be a free rush going away of RR, and that should help them in the next team fight. Again, these team fights, they are working out for TNC at the very least. The last one worked out for TNC.
Though they will back off on the side of TNC, they understand their limits, of course. Again, an Aegis on a Spectre, definitely not great to fight against.
Definitely not. Although RR is still on the chase, they did smoke up as well. Alacrity, is he going to blink forward and try to find something? Oh,
there's the Haunt for the vision. Armel, no, they'll go after March. They diffuse him instead. He'll be the easiest, though. Nice Avalanche coming out from Alacrity and the crit on the cleave. He does have the Daedalus, so he's hitting for over 1k right now. Luck says, screw it, I'll be on the front lines for the team. He doesn't have that heart available yet, but he is still very, very tanky. Double Hex, though, coming out from KP. That is a great start to a team fight if I've ever seen one. Though Nightmare on Luck, they'll Spirit Vessel or Spirit Siphon up Alacrity, and now the Mystic Flare, though. Luck is falling low. Toss him out. Gabby jumps in with the Chrono. Who's he hitting, though? He doesn't hit anyone. He does finally take down Alacrity. The Avalanche and Fiend's Grip was finally there, though, and well, it looks like Nuts probably will be the sacrificial lamb for the team. They really wanted that Spectre. They won't quite get him, as he does get himself out. Nuts will not be so lucky. But TNC, well, they get a gem for the trouble as well. Probably will be pretty happy with that.
Definitely so. They don't want to take any fight that's going to put them in the back end, because again, their tier trees are all open now for the most part. They have done a lot of chip damage. Oh no.
And his Spectral Dagger, he'll get away. The silence wasn't there, although they might find Alacrity. Still, Haunt comes out. Gabby doesn't pop the Chrono quite yet, but the Shrine is there.
Man.
It won't matter. Fiend's Rip comes out as well. He's still surviving somehow, Alacrity, but he should go down, though. Gets the toss off onto Gabby. Now they're moving in. They want to take this team fight. The Spectre, though, is copying a lot of damage from Gabby, and now the Chrono as well. Secure that kill. Don't let her get away, although she's so tanky, and the side of TNC are starting to fall low, but the buybacks are coming up from Reality Rift as well. They want to keep this fight up. KYXY, he gets melted. March is somehow still alive, but that avalanche is massive from Alacrity. Still, it's not enough as Gabby, Mystic Flare, the tosses. He actually tosses him out of the Mystic Flare, but he goes down anyway. Mel, he's going to man fight by himself now. Though, can he do it? Tims is still around on the Lina. He'll get the stun off Alacrity. It's going to be a dieback on him, but luck now is on Armel. Take this DP out, and Armel looks like he will not survive. He'll go down as well, and they have found Tims on the Lina. It's going to be a rampage coming up for luck, but it does cost them a hell of a lot of buybacks. Nevertheless, though, John, Roshan is up in 5 seconds, and Hustler should be able to scout it out.
It's rough, right? RR, they still definitely went out in that team fight somewhat. And those buybacks definitely got them the kills. The dieback on Alacrity is pretty unfortunate and rather big.
So RR, smoked up. Of course, they have the Haunt on luck. He's got a double damage right now as well, so if they could find a team fight, it'd be amazing for the side of the Radiant. TNC playing this very smart. They may find KP. In fact, he will kind of reveal his location. Though no, they want Armel. They're looping around. Hustler will go in with the Glimmer Cape, and now, well, Mystic Flare will not be effective with the Force Staff. They might find KP instead. The boat flies in. Gabby, he'll find a massive Chrono, though. Can they burst them down on the side of the Radiant? It looks like they can, as Hustler does end up going down on Armel. Who's he chasing? They'll go after the Conqueror instead. Luck, trying to get something done. The cheese has been ate by KYXY. March, he'll end up dropping as well. RR, they're in trouble. They'll lose KYXY. They'll lose the Spectre as well, though KP does drop. Nuts is gone as well. There's only Alacrity left, and can he clean up? He's got a lot of tosses. Luck will essentially respawn thanks to that Aegis, though the tiny Alacrity just being kited around. He'll end up going down. And now Luck, he wanted a TP, but the side device from KP is just perfect, and with that they will find the secondary life of the Spectre, as that dispersion really is not doing very much. And that's going to be a full team wipe coming out for the side of TNC and Reality. Tim's with the voice lines just letting them know that was not a good idea. And yeah, Tier 4s, there's no buybacks available. This looks like it's just GG. There's just no way to defend this. Mel refreshes, pops the ultimate. And yeah, Tim says it again, just really rubbing it in. Gabby giving it to him as well.
Oh my god.
The GG will not be called though. RR, they're holding on. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Perhaps
they can't make it. It's half a minute. It's rough. Damn. Just damn. What the hell?
Rough game for Reality Rifters. I mean, they looked amazing at the start. They were making TNC not look like a very good team, John, but TNC, they just had confidence with themselves in the later stages of the game.
The OD is immensely good here. The double imprisonment is going to be really nice to break off any big team fights. Edging out just a bit more here, although as the levels scale up, the TA should have an easier time. It's still not going to be the best lane for this hero.
Nuts, blinding light at back. KP gonna chase. Ingswell will connect though, but Nuts, one more would do it from KP. Though the war cry, it does not keep him alive through the miscoil. KP will be the one to pick up the first blood now on that Korra Baton. And I suppose that's one thing we haven't talked about too much since we got into this game. Those Korra Batons, if they get some decent farm and levels early on, they are just devastating to play against because they just essentially become unkillable.
Definitely so. It's not something you see too often nowadays, but when the timing's there, when the farm is there, these guys are just a nuisance.
Gabby finds KYXY, meanwhile Armel falling very low again down that mid lane.
He's not going to be getting as much EXP as he'd want, but the Bristleback is definitely enabled. He's going to be hitting 5 in a bit, and then it's a quick march to 6, and he's suddenly very hard to deal with in lane.
Okay, YXY could be dead again as Gabby rushing forward. 3 nasal goose stacks though. Tim's in trouble now. Looks like he'll be alright though as Gabby still going after KYXY, and there's just nothing he can really do. He'll stick charge up, it won't matter. Gabby's gonna keep going and he'll find the kill. It's just that easy. Yeah, meanwhile, KP is not leaving Luck alone. He's being chased down, he's been slowed up as well, and KP's going to apply even more pressure now. I mean, help can come in, but he has borrowed time available, so now he's going to try and force the Shrine usage, and he does exactly that. And he'll just return back into the lane. Meanwhile, Nuts is going after March, but probably is going to die for his trouble. And to make matters worse, Armel will be the one to pick that up on the TA. And that is the last hero you want to give kills to right now.
On the one hand, again, you're buying space for your Sven. On the other, this is just, no one else is finding anything.
Look at Tim's, he's baiting out with the illusion. The Alacrity won't fall for it, but here comes the real one. Starts off with the stun, nice astral dodge, but Armel is there with the rest of the side. This OD Alacrity pops the drums, tries to run away, but that will be no good as he does just melt and does absolutely no damage. Now they go for more as they found Luck in the mid lane. Again, they don't have a way to cancel the TPs though. So you could just TP out, and that's exactly what Luck does.
Nuts.
Looks like he was trying to check if there was a banner available.
Unfortunately, I mean, there were no stuns there, but...
RR, even if they know this is happening, what the hell can they do? The answer is absolutely nothing, as the Aegis now will be on Armel. They threw out the torrent, get through the refraction charges. X will be there. Armel doesn't move anyway. And with that, now the Rax is under siege. And just who do you even aim for in this lineup? KP, he's probably the worst target to aim for. He still has borrowed time. Now Armel, he'll jump forward on Alacrity. He's forced to back off. And there's one Rax gone. X is on Armel. He doesn't have BKB, but look at that Will-O-Wisp from March. It's just perfect. Now the Sanities, though, it will drop at least the Coddle. Alacrity trying to go after that TA. Armel, though, still has the Aegis. They will go after Hustler. They'll find him as well. Armel somehow still alive. Meanwhile, Gabby, he finds a double. They're just going to clear him out. I mean, the buybacks are coming out, but they're not backing off. They've still got 4 HP, and Armel still holds the Aegis. There's just no reason to leave. Oh my. TNC, they are looking very, very powerful going into this qualifier. I mean, we questioned them a little bit after game 1, but game 2, they are proving a point.
They're probably going to do it within, dare I say, the next 5 to 10 minutes. So we're going to probably see it fairly soon. They clear out that shrine, they're already making, oh my god, no.
Nuts, no. Right now, you can't walk up any high grounds if you are the side of Reality Drift. You've just got to stay on your own, as Hustler going to get chased down by a hasted KP. Borrowed time popped. Again, TP. I suppose it's going to work for Alacrity at the very least, but it does not work out for Hustler.
There's just nothing they can do against a TA, and they're the ones you want to deal with as TA at this point. The Sven is not nearly big enough. You're going on your last tier 3s. You've got to put up a fight here.
Well, look at Gabby. Runs forward, gets a bit of damage taken to him. Boat will fly out with the X. He'll just turn his back and cops no damage thanks to the Aphotic Shield as well. And now they dive in Luck. He'll pop the God Strength, but he's not doing anything with it. Soulbind will be there, but the Will-O-Wisp again from March, holding Luck in. He's going down. A lot of damage from that one hit he got off, but that's all he got off as the Astral will save Alacrity for now, but he's more than likely dead. KYXY has nowhere to go either. Looks like he's gone as well. Armel has started with the all chat, and there's the GG call. They will not wait this time around, and just after the 20-minute mark, I mean, they're fountain diving, John. It's... what a game 2.
Oh, man. The 16-1, 20 minutes in, 23k network lead for TNC. We were questioning them in game 1. This is the TNC we're used to seeing. Like, God, that was just a slaughter. I don't know what to say. It felt like